if you are ambitious. But lazy, watch this video. You've got big dreams and huge ambitions. You want to be successful and live the life you've always imagined. But there's one problem. You keep procrastinating. You know exactly what you need to do, but you just don't do it. And that makes you feel guilty because deep down, you know you're capable of so much more. This guilt builds up over time, day by day, week by week, month by month, until you eventually just accept it. Then the new year rolls around, and with it, the same goals you set last year. You start off feeling pumped, motivated, and maybe even a little optimistic. But before you know it, procrastination sneaks back in, just like that one relative who always shows up unannounced. Your habit of putting things off turns into a daily cycle of laziness. And before long, you start seeing yourself as a lazy person. So how do we break this cycle and finally beat procrastination? There are tons of videos online about this, but most of them only focus on surface-level solutions, like deleting social media or getting rid of distractions. And sure, that might help a little, but it doesn't solve the real issue, the root cause of procrastination. And that root cause can be summed up in one word: inertia. In physics, inertia is an object's tendency to stay at rest or stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. This is Newton's first law of motion, and it applies not just to physical objects but to tasks too. Starting any task, no matter how small, takes a burst of energy to overcome inertia and get moving. Why is it difficult to start? This is where the problem lies. We often imagine the first step to be so difficult that instead of getting started, we simply avoid the tasks and switch to easy activities that flow quickly. But how to break this chain and start doing something? Let's look at the most popular methods. Method 1. Tiny steps. The hardest part is getting started, so make that first step as easy as possible by lowering the stakes and breaking the task down into the smallest step you can imagine. For example, if you tell yourself, "I need to write a 5,000-word essay," that feels overwhelming and the inertia is too strong. But if you say, "I'm just going to write 50 words," it feels way less intimidating. Another great trick is the 2-minute rule. If you don't feel like doing something, just tell yourself you're only going to do it for 2 minutes. After that, you can stop if you want. For example, if you don't feel like cleaning your room, put on a song and clean, just while it's playing. More often than not, once you start, you'll keep going longer than 2 minutes because objects in motion tend to stay in motion. At first it's tough, but once you get over that initial hump, it gets easier. That's why it's so important to keep that first step small and easy. Method 3. The Pomodoro technique is a time management method that helps you fight procrastination by breaking work into short, focused intervals. Here's how it works. You work for 25 minutes without any distractions, then take a short 5-minute break. This 25-minute chunk is called a Pomodoro. After 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break, around 15 to 30 minutes. It's effective because 25 minutes is short enough to not feel exhausting but long enough to really get into a flow. Method 4. Visualize the process, not the outcome. A lot of people procrastinate because they're too focused on the end result, which can feel distant and overwhelming. Instead, try visualizing the process of doing the task. Picture yourself sitting down, getting started, and taking one small step at a time. When you focus on the process rather than the outcome, it feels less scary and helps you overcome that inertia. Method 5. Make public commitments. We often procrastinate because no one else knows about our goals, so there's no accountability. To fight this, make your goals public. Tell your friends or family about your plans, or even post about them on social media. The fear of letting others down and the sense of accountability can push you to follow through. Method 6. Rewards for completion. Procrastination happens a lot when tasks feel boring or unpleasant. To get motivated, set up a reward system. Promise yourself a little treat, break, or fun activity once you complete a task. Knowing there's a reward waiting for you makes getting started a lot easier. Method 7. The 5-second rule. The 5-second rule is simple but powerful. As soon as you get an idea to do something, count down from 5 and then just do it. This helps you bypass doubts and excuses before your mind talks you out of it. Method 8. Break it down into stages. Big tasks can feel overwhelming, so break them down into smaller, more manageable stages. Having a clear plan with small, actionable steps makes it easier to see your progress, which keeps you motivated. Now you've got 8 powerful methods to fight procrastination. But just knowing them isn't enough. The key is to take action.
Friends, thanks for watching. Your comments and likes motivate us to create new videos. And also watch the following videos.